A 7-goal thriller at Cuthbury tonight ended with Wimborne Town taking the points, beating Bridgwater Town 4-3. Manager Steve Cuss kept the same starting 11 as played at Shortwood on Saturday, and that meant once again Jamie Davidson and Steve Smith leading the line. And Wimborne started like they finished on Saturday, and for the first 15 minutes were excellent, pressing the Bridgwater defence, never giving them a moment, and deservedly took the lead on 7 minutes when John Blake met a Mickey Hubbard corner at the far post and headed into the top of the net. And it could have been more. John Blake had another chance 5 minutes later from a corner with almost a carbon copy, but I think he was impeded before he could get to the ball. Wimborne were well on top, sustained pressure and really pressing the Bridgwater defence well. But that second goal that can often be so critical just didn't come. And as the half wore on, Bridgwater came more and more into the game, and on 32 minutes they grabbed an equaliser. After a goal-mouth melee, it was Rob McNabb on the spot to drive a rebound past Dan Ackerman to make it 1-1. The rest of the half was fairly even, and in the final minute the Bridgwater keeper made a sensational save from an excellent George Webb header to keep it at 1-1 at the break. Wimborne started the second half just as they'd started the first, and 7 minutes into the half, Jamie Davidson with a superb turn outstripped the Bridgwater defence, and his inch-perfect pass to Kevin Gill was hit first time by Kevin from outside the box to make it 2-1. Excellent goal. But Bridgwater came back into the game, and on the hour they made it 2-2 when an unmarked skipper McGrath, scored from a corner. And worse was to come for the Magpies. On 67 minutes, McNabb's long-range speculative effort seemed to hit the ground and bounce over Dan Ackerman to make it 3-2. Bridgwater's tails were up at this point, and they looked odds-on to take all 3 points. Steve Cuss brought on Kemble for Steve Smith. I thought Steve Smith ran his heart out, intelligently led the line this evening, and Steve deserves a goal, and it can't be too long before that one comes. But Matt Kemble came on with 18 minutes to go, and immediately thereafter Kevin Gill was brought down in the box, and the referee pointed to the spot. After a short delay, Mickey Hubbard stepped up. The keeper dived low to his right and saved it. But it was Steve Smith who was first to the ball, he squared it, and it was Hubbard who thankfully put the ball in the net to make it 3-3. For the remainder of the game, to be perfectly honest, Bridgwater looked to have slightly the edge territorially. But in the 3rd minute of injury time, Wimborne were given a corner. On the left, Mickey Hubbard crossed it and astonishingly evaded everybody and found its way into the net. And the whole Wimborne team rushed out to Hubbard, and he was lost under a melee of bodies. And that's the way. Bridgwater will be bitterly disappointed to take nothing from this game, and in truth they deserved a point, I would say. But just as on Saturday Wimborne probably deserved all 3 points and were denied at the death, so it was tonight. So 4 points from their first 2 games, which was Steve Cuss's target. Next up for the Magpies, it's Fareham Town at home on Saturday in the FA Cup preliminary round, and we hope to see you there. I've got Steve Cuss with me after tonight's thrilling 4-3 win for Wimborne Town. Steve, not a game where you would say defences were on top, I think.
No, it's 4-3, and it probably could have been 8 each if I'm being totally honest. It was a very open game, and we're just delighted to come out on top of it. And the 3 points, as we know in this league, are hard to come by. So we're delighted with the point from Saturday and the 3 from tonight.
I thought, to be fair, Bridgwater looked a useful team, very fast.
Yeah, I think they had plenty going forward. I've got to say the right-sided player was probably as good as anything you're going to see in this league. He was tricky all night, caused us a few problems, and Jordan stuck to his task all night against him with the help of Webby alongside him. So yeah, they had plenty going forward, but the pleasing thing is that we seem to have got a bit going forward as well, and the goals that we've been scoring, the chances we're creating is looking good.
and 3-2 down with less than 20 minutes to go. You must be pleased with the spirit of the lads to come back from that.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things. I think we've got tremendous spirit in the side at the moment, and you know, I don't think we know when we're beaten, so we keep going. But fitness levels look terrific. I've got to say that, you know, in both games we've kept going right to the end.
Absolutely.
Looking very strong and fit, which is going to be very important as well.
Yeah. Any injury problems for Saturday's FA Cup tie?
We hope not. No major injuries. There'll be a little 1 or 2 niggles, I'm sure, but everyone will train on Thursday night.
Steve, thanks very much.
Thank you.